I'm Patricia Vonne.
And we're going to talk about
Instruments, amplifiers.
that sort of thing.
Marshall amplifier with a 63 Rickenbacker. They go very well together. And a 52 Southern Jumbo Gibson guitar.
Is that the Sunburst one that you have on the...
Yeah, that's the star of the show. But we find that that's really what makes our sound, and we've always used those. They've always been ours to begin with, but you know, when you get caught having to play another style of guitar, or you know, a Fender with the Rickenbacker, it's fire and water. So those really are very important to the sound of the music.
Which Rickenbacker is it?
It's a 63 Rickenbacker.
Okay, so you have all really good gear.
Well, vintage is always a good way to go. It just sounds richer, at least with my acoustic. I play the acoustic Gibson.
What year is the Southern Jumbo?
52.
52, wow.
Yeah, we're proud owners, so. And then we have a bass player, and Scott Garber, who's amazing, and he has a vintage Gibson bass. And Donnie Wynn on drums. He played with Robert Palmer for 20 years.
Oh, really?
He is a stickler about having his own drum kit.
Do you, have you changed anything over the years? Is there anything you used to use that you kind of just said, no, can't use this anymore?
Just a tuner that wasn't really working very well.
Well, that happens, though. I mean, did you use a foot pedal tuner?
Yeah, we do. But now they have the kind that you can just snap on the guitar. It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll have to divert our attention to that one.
The Boss and the Fender foot pedal ones are kind of indestructible too.
Yeah, they weigh a lot though. Since we tour overseas, you know, carry stuff over there.
Everything counts. You know, when you play overseas, I noticed that your tour schedule was coming up.
It's
all European.
It is, and well, it gives us the opportunity to know what it's like to be on tour. It's virtually impossible this day and age to tour on your own penny in America. You can barely get out of Texas without going broke. And to be able to do night after night in a short increment of time to travel, it's like we're going to Paris, which will only be a 4-hour drive from where we're going to be in, I think, either Belgium, Germany, and stuff. But here, it's like 8 hours just to get to Amarillo. The opportunity came when I played with Tito and Tarantula overseas. It was an 8-week tour in Europe, and it was phenomenal. And I got to see the gear that they used, and they had guitar techs and everything. And it was my first touring experience. What a way to go. We had a tour bus. We were treated like royalty. And then I found out that's the way they treat musicians over there, like, you know, the way they should be treated. Their meals are laid out for them, paid for, and they're set up in hotels at night, if not in the venue somewhere, like a block away. Very convenient for the...
And they pay you what they're supposed to?
Yeah, you're guaranteed a fee, so you at least know you're going to get paid something. So that's how you know you're going to make some money, and square down some anchor dates, build a tour around those anchor dates, and see how long you can stay out there.
Now, do you have any idea, any possibility plans to tour in the United States at all?
You never know. I mean, when Chris Isaac came to Texas, we opened for him here, and when Raul Malo comes, you know, we try to make it a group thing, so you're not by yourself out there. But outside, we played in California and New York. That's where I started my band in New York. But you know, you never know. Maybe Tom Petty will come around and have us open for him.
They'll see the Rickenbacker and say, "Hey, kindred spirits."
Yeah.
Now, when you bring a lot of people I know that when they go to Europe, they don't bring, they bring their personal stuff. They don't necessarily bring their amps and all of that. Do you bring?
We bought an amplifier. We bought a Marshall that was just like ours.
You pre-positioned. You leave it over there.
Yeah, we sure do. We have a safe place, and but then again, we have musicians that play with us over there. So we have a drummer there, a bass player there, and they stash our stuff.
Okay, so you have a different band when you're playing.
Yeah, we do. It's mainly myself, the acoustic player, and my husband who plays the Rickenbacker. So those two instruments are integral to the sound, and so are we.
You just throw in a bass player and a drummer wherever you can find it.
I'm
kidding.
Well, these guys are so well rehearsed before we even get off the plane, and they're more apt to want to learn new songs, throw them in the evening of a show, and that's unusual. Usually we have to rehearse heavily just to get in a few songs, but they're like, no, we already know them. Let's play them. We want to play more songs.